To the United States now, where the American socialite Paris Hilton has jokingly entered the American presidential race after a campaign ad for the Republican candidate John McCain compared his rival Barack Obama to Paris and the troubled singer Britney Spears. Here's a taster of Paris' response.
Hey America, I'm Paris Hilton and I'm a celebrity too. Only I'm not from the olden days and I'm not promising change like that other guy. I'm just hot. But then that wrinkly white-haired guy used me in his campaign ad, which I guess means I'm running for president. So thanks for the endorsement, white-haired dude. And I want America to know that I'm, totally ready to lead. And now I want to present my energy policy for America. Just as soon as I finish reading this article on where I can fly to get the best tan.
It can only be a good move, can't it?
Yes, it's very funny actually, and you can hear it in full on the website funnyordie.com. Thanks to them for letting us have a little clip of it to play you and give you an idea of what Paris is up to. Let's speak now to Jen Richer, who's a correspondent with WMAL Radio in Washington. Hello, Jen.
Hi.
Well, Paris Hilton's intervention, obviously a bit of fun for people, but I would imagine that her stress on John McCain's age is not exactly the kind of thing his campaign would want. Has it done any damage?
Oh, absolutely not. It's no secret that John McCain is a little bit older between the two candidates, but it is funny that she referred to him, in such colloquial terms as that old guy. As far as damage his campaign, I wouldn't say so. It was more the original ad in which he had released saying, relating Paris Hilton and Britney Spears to the presidential candidate Barack Obama and his celebrity status. He is quite for being a first-term senator, really launched into the campaign, and it's laughable that Paris Hilton would see herself as a candidate. So it's a very funny ad, as you heard.
Yeah, it is very funny, and it's upset her mother, hasn't it? And she is a John McCain donor.
A very large donor, as is Paris's father and grandfather, the Hilton heir, quite a lot of money, but they're also huge supporters of the candidate, and so when they saw that their daughter was included in the next campaign video, they were furious, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Is there any suggestion that might hit John McCain financially?
No reports have been released. We're hearing from inside the campaign that heads will roll is the quote that's surfacing on the blog, but we haven't seen any action taken yet.
Right. And in terms of what's going on with the campaign ads, in recent weeks, Jen, we have seen a distinctly negative turn, haven't we?
Well, absolutely. We're gearing up now for both the Democrat and the Republican conventions in a couple of weeks, so it's bound to get negative. So we're looking forward to that.
And in terms of how Barack Obama's faring, I understand that there has been a poll suggesting that American voters are fed up with hearing so much about him. What can you tell us about that?
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting that fed up was the word you used. There's a bit of voter fatigue right now, and I think maybe it has something to do with August, but Barack Obama has definitely been aligning himself with the assumed next president, and so there's a little bit of leaning that way, but it's just voter fatigue that we're going to see in August, and the campaign is going to trundle through until November, so we'll see how that goes.
Who knows, maybe we will see President Hilton.
It's not so daft, though, is it, Jen? Surely, I mean, people used to laugh at Ronald Reagan and Arnold Schwarzenegger and look at their careers.
Well, I'm sure Paris is thinking about it, but I wouldn't see anything. I mean, we're too far in the election process here. Maybe 2012.
Yeah, some people have commented on how assured her performance is and whether she's been coached with the right people behind her. I mean, I can see a presidential bid there, can't you?
Well, this was coaching or not. We were a little surprised by the delivery towards the end. I mean, she did propose a solution. As you know, the energy crisis here in the States is top of mind, top of topic every time we go to the pumps to fill up. Now we're seeing a rise in gas prices. So she definitely touched on a subject we're all whispering about at the water coolers.
Yeah, right. Well, thank you very much. It's entertained us today as well, Jen. So thanks very much for talking to us about it. Jen Richer there, correspondent with WMAL Radio in Washington. My favourite line from it is, he's so old he remembers when dancing was a sin and beer was served in buckets.
President Hilton, I think it's a winner. Let's get an update on the road.